At 2:13 a.m., Emma received a photo from an unknown number. It showed her husband, asleep in another woman's bed. But the worst part was not the photo. It was the message under it. "He has been lying to you for 7 years." Emma stared at the screen. Her hands started shaking. She wanted to believe it was fake. A joke. A mistake. But deep inside, she already knew the truth. Emma was 32 years old. She lived in a small town in Texas with her husband Ryan and their little daughter Lily. To everyone around them, they looked perfect. Ryan worked at a car company. Emma worked from home. They had a nice house, family dinners, weekend trips, smiling photos online. But lately something felt wrong. Ryan stopped looking at her the same way. He came home late. He locked his phone. Sometimes he smiled while texting, then quickly hid the screen. Emma asked questions. Ryan always laughed. "You worry too much," he said. So Emma stayed quiet. For months, she ignored the signs. Until that photo arrived. That night, Emma could not sleep. Ryan was next to her in bed, pretending everything was normal. She looked at him in the dark. The same man she trusted for 9 years. The father of her child. And suddenly, he felt like a stranger. The next morning, Emma acted normal. She made breakfast, packed Lily's lunch, kissed Ryan goodbye. But inside, she was breaking. After Ryan left, Emma called the unknown number. No answer. Then a text arrived. "If you want the truth, follow him tonight." Emma's heart started racing. At 7 p.m., Ryan said he had an office meeting. Emma smiled and nodded. But 10 minutes later, she got into her car and followed him. Ryan did not go to the office. He drove across town to a small apartment building. Emma parked far away. Her chest felt tight. Then she saw her husband walk inside, holding flowers. Flowers. Not for her. Emma sat frozen in the car. Tears filled her eyes. 20 minutes later, the apartment door opened. A young woman stepped outside. Beautiful. Long dark hair. Maybe 25 years old. And then, Ryan kissed her. Emma felt like the world stopped moving. She covered her mouth to stop herself from crying out loud. Her marriage was over. But the nightmare was only beginning. Emma drove home in silence. Her hands could barely hold the steering wheel. She wanted to scream at him, expose him, destroy him, but something stopped her. That message. "He has been lying to you for 7 years. 7 years. Ryan and Emma had been married for 9, which meant the lies started almost at the beginning. That night, Ryan came home smiling. "The meeting went long," he said. Emma looked straight into his eyes. And for the first time, she saw nothing honest inside them. Still, she stayed calm. Because now, she needed answers. The next day, Emma secretly checked Ryan's old email account on their shared laptop. What she found made her blood run cold. Hundreds of messages, photos, hotel bookings, love letters. Ryan had been cheating for years. Not with one woman. With many. Emma cried silently while reading them. Every business trip was fake. Every late meeting was a lie. Then suddenly she found something worse. An email from a lawyer. Subject: Inheritance transfer. Emma frowned. Ryan's father had died 5 years earlier. Ryan once told her he received almost nothing. But according to the documents, Ryan inherited over $2 million. Emma could not breathe. For 5 years, her husband pretended they were struggling financially. Meanwhile, he secretly kept millions hidden. Emma remembered all the nights she worked extra hours. All the times she skipped buying things for herself. All the stress over bills. It was all a lie. But then, she noticed another name inside the documents. Sophia Blake. The same woman from the apartment. Emma searched deeper. And suddenly, the truth exploded in front of her. Sophia was not just his girlfriend. She was legally listed as Ryan's wife in another state. Emma stared at the screen in horror. Ryan had 2 wives. 2 separate lives. For 7 years. Emma felt sick. Her entire marriage was fake. That evening, Ryan came home again like nothing happened. But Emma had changed. She smiled calmly. She kissed him. And she started planning. For the next 2 weeks, Emma acted like the perfect wife. Ryan suspected nothing. Meanwhile, Emma quietly collected evidence. Emails, photos, bank records, marriage documents, everything. Then she hired a lawyer. The lawyer was shocked. "What your husband did is illegal," he said. "You can destroy him in court." But Emma wanted more than revenge. She wanted the truth exposed. 1 week later, Ryan announced something surprising. "My company is hosting a big party," he said. "All families are invited." Emma smiled softly. "Of course," she replied. The night of the party arrived. The room was full of rich business people. Music played softly. Everyone laughed and drank wine. Ryan stood proudly beside Emma. Perfect husband. Perfect father. A complete liar. Then, Emma walked onto the small stage near the center of the room. She picked up the microphone. Ryan looked confused. Emma smiled. "I just want to say a few words about my amazing husband." People clapped politely. Ryan relaxed. Then Emma connected her phone to the large screen behind her. The first photo appeared. Ryan kissing Sophia outside the apartment. The room went silent. Ryan's face turned white. Then another photo appeared. Hotel bookings, secret emails, bank accounts. Gasps filled the room. Ryan rushed toward the stage. "Emma, stop." But Emma did not stop. Then came the final image. Ryan's second marriage certificate. The entire room exploded in shock. People started whispering. Some took out their phones. Ryan looked completely destroyed. And then, a woman near the back slowly stood up. Sophia. She was there too. Ryan froze. Sophia looked at Emma with tears in her eyes. Then she said something nobody expected. "I didn't know about you either." The room became completely silent. Sophia walked closer. "He told me you were the ex-wife." Emma stared at her in disbelief. Both women had been lied to. For years. Ryan tried to speak, but nobody listened anymore. His boss looked furious. Business partners walked away. Friends avoided him. His perfect image was dead. That night, Ryan lost everything. His job, his reputation, his secret life. And soon after, he lost millions in court. But the biggest surprise came later. A few months after the divorce, Emma met Sophia again. At first it felt awkward, but slowly they started talking, then laughing, then healing, because both women understood the same pain. One evening, Sophia looked at Emma and smiled sadly. "You know what hurts the most?" she asked. Emma nodded. "We loved someone who never really existed." Emma looked out the window quietly. For years, she thought her marriage was real. But sometimes, the person sleeping beside you is only a stranger wearing a mask. And the scariest part is, you may never see the truth until everything falls apart. But Emma learned something important. Some lies destroy your life, but some lies finally set you free.